The 2024 election map told a familiar story. A nation divided. Kamala Harris, hoping to build on the Democrats' recent victories, found herself facing an uphill battle in key swing states. Trump, despite facing multiple indictments and a legacy of chaos, managed to reignite his base and chip away at the Democrats' blue wall. States like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, once considered Democratic strongholds, shifted back towards Trump. The reasons were complex, but one thing was clear. Harris's message failed to resonate in these crucial battlegrounds. Many working-class voters who had swung towards Biden in 2020 felt left behind by the Democratic Party. They saw their jobs disappearing, their costs of living rising, and their communities struggling. Harris's focus on social justice issues, while important to many, did not address their immediate economic anxieties. Trump, with his simplistic slogans and promises to make America great again, tapped into their frustrations and offered a false sense of security. The result was a repeat of 2016, with Trump once again defying the polls and winning the Electoral College, despite losing the popular vote. Harris's failure to connect with voters in these key swing states ultimately cost her the presidency. She needed to win over these voters. Instead, she lost them to a man who promised them the moon but delivered only division and despair. The blue wall, once a symbol of democratic strength, had crumbled. Harris's path to victory, already narrow, had become virtually impossible. The loss was a bitter pill to swallow for Democrats who had hoped to turn the page on the Trump era. Instead, they found themselves facing another 4 years of uncertainty and turmoil. Misinformation has always been a thorn in the side of political campaigns, and the Harris campaign is no exception. As the digital age advances, the spread of false information becomes ever more pervasive. It's a constant battle to correct the record and ensure that voters receive accurate information. This challenge is not unique to Harris, but it certainly adds a layer of complexity to her campaign efforts. Gender has played a significant role in the political arena, and the Trump era has only magnified its impact. The weight of history bears heavily on female candidates, as they navigate a landscape fraught with both overt and subtle biases. For Harris, this means confronting stereotypes and expectations that have been entrenched for decades. It's a delicate balance, one that requires both resilience and strategic acumen. The dual nature of Harris's campaign is both a boost and a burden. On one hand, her historic candidacy energizes a broad base of supporters, eager to see a more inclusive representation in leadership. On the other hand, it brings heightened scrutiny and pressure to perform flawlessly. Every move is analyzed, every word dissected, making the path to success both exhilarating and exhausting. The stakes are high, and the journey is anything but straightforward.